Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are around the world. My name is Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar. If you're new to the channel, make sure to consider hitting that like and subscribe button and just join the coffee community. So my name is Dylan, like I said. Today, obviously, we are looking at the first look into the new machine that came to the channel. So I do want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Joe from Espresso Outlet for sending us this machine to review. I did say I am raising money for an espresso machine, so this is going to be probably the one that I will be putting the money towards. So hopefully down the road I will be able to own a flow profiling machine or a lever machine. I'm not sure which one I want to go with yet, whether it's a flow control or lever, but I do want to go through one of those. I have the Linea Mini over here, if you guys are familiar with the channel. However, it is, you can't really do any kind of flow profiling with it. It's just an on-off paddle switch, which kind of gets a little bit repetitive. However, I do like the fact that you can manipulate your shots pretty much however you would like with the flow. So just not to get this confused with pressure profiling, this does not affect the pressure of your shot. This is solely just for the flow of water. So I will go ahead and just kind of demonstrate exactly what I mean by the flow. So I know many of you on the channel already know. However, there are a bit of those of you who probably are new to espresso and don't have a clue what flow profiling is. So I will show. So flow profiling, if you have this turned all the way to the left and you have this on, there's going to be zero water that comes through. The more I bring this paddle over, the more you're going to see the water pick up. And then we're going to go full pressure. Middle, turns it off, come on, full pressure. So that is what I mean by flow profiling. So definitely does not adjust the pressure. However, you can manipulate the shot if the shot isn't going as planned. So if you're getting extreme channeling, shots coming out way too fast, you can turn this paddle as much to the left as possible in order to try to stop that shot from flowing so fast, and maybe you can save it. So what I would like to do is pull my first shot on this machine. I have not used it. I just turned it on to see how the paddle worked. And there's also a little emblem here. It's hard to see. It says if you come over to the left, it pretty much lowers the flow of water. Come to the right, it increases the flow of water. You have your indicator here to show you your bars of pressure. And then you have, I believe, a no burn steam wand, which is nice. Show you all the pressure right now on the steam wand. So pressure is extremely nice. And then you have your hot water spout, which is nice as well. So this is a dual boiler, which means it has two boilers. One boiler for the group to brew your coffee and another for the steam and hot water spouts. The water reservoir is over here. This does come off like so, and then it pops right back in. Now, I can say, first impression of the water tank, it's kind of cheaply made in my opinion. There is this gap, so I have really bad OCD, and it doesn't really shut as easily. So this side right here is kind of loose, and this side's extremely tight, and these tabs are all the way in. So that is the only thing that I did not like about the water tank. It was very easy to install. It comes ready to install from the back, but obviously the machine is really long, so I had to do it on the side. So that is nice about this machine, to where you can kind of manipulate where you want your water reservoir. So you just have to pop the tab off the top, put the tab on the back, and then screw this in the top, screw it in the bottom, couple plugs. I will have a unboxing and first look video as well, edited here coming soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull our first shot. So for those of you who are tuned in, welcome to the live. Those 22 grams into a 20 gram basket, start paddle at 7 o'clock, and leave there until you have 3 grams in the cup. Open the paddle 1 o'clock, full open, and leave it there until 30 grams in the cup. Wow, that's a lot going on. All right, so this is a 20-gram basket, I believe. This does nicely come with a, let's see, I think it's IMS. So this is an IMS basket. So that's one cool thing that Lelit does. It actually gives you an IMS basket, and it's rated for 18 to 21 grams. So we will go ahead and pull a bottomless shot. I'll probably just use probably 20, or I'll just do 20. I'll do the 22 grams. I'll try it out. Hold on. Let me go ahead and move all of these stools underneath here. So underneath here are all these stools. So I'm just going to move these away so that way I can put the tripod a little bit closer on the video. So again, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. And I have it all set up over here. So we're going to start out by dosing 22 grams. I'll do the 22 grams for you. All right. So we are using Yirgacheffe Ethiopia by Good Brothers. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure to go check out his coffee. We're going to use the cup for the DF64. We're going to be grinding on the DF64 today. And we will dose out 22 grams. Shout out to Ryan. I will use your recipe, even though I've never pulled a shot on this thing before, but we'll try it out anyways. All right, so just gonna go ahead and raise this tripod so you get a better view of the workflow. All right. And if you have a DF64 and would like to have a custom wooden lid, I do make these. They're on my Etsy page as well. And then instead of using the cup and having all kinds of spray all over the counter, strongly recommend you get this funnel that's built exactly for the DF64. So this is a really, really nice touch to have. Nice extra tool that just sits straight on the portafilter like this. And then it just locks straight into the portafilter holder. And here we go. I am using grind size 18 today. All right, so I'll just mix this up and I'll show you inside of the thing here. So pretty nice. It keeps everything nice and well maintained. I'll zoom in just so you guys can see exactly what I'm going to do. So I am going to be using the WDT from JS Pro. So definitely check out his. It's really nice. It comes with a base. Go in a circular motion just to break up all the clumps. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just give it a nice gentle tap. Bring everything back into the basket. We're going to be using our St. Anthony tool here to distribute. And then we're going to use our Pullman. And here we go. So nice puck prep there. And then let me adjust this tripod so that way you all can see a better angle. All right. So I will use this angle here. And let me go back and see what he wanted. So Ryan, which is Dogman22, said dose 22 grams in a 20-gram basket. Start your paddle at 7 o'clock and leave there until you hit 3 grams in the cup. Open paddle to 1 o'clock, full open, and leave it there until 30 grams in the cup. All right, so we will try that. Taper flow off slowly and consistently, end shot in 40 grams. All right, I will do my best to remember all of that. That's a lot going on. So I will go ahead and run some water through there. Lock that in. Use our cup. So we're going to start at 7 o'clock until we hit about 3 grams in the cup. So once we hit 3 grams in the cup, so pretty fine. There's 3 grams, open it up. And then once I hit 30 grams, taper it off at the end until I hit 40 grams. So this shot's obviously a little too long. Now we're tapering it off at 30 grams and cutting it off at 40 grams. All right, so that is the shot that Ryan wanted. All right, so obviously we do need to change our grind size a little bit. Need to go a little bit coarser. All right, here we go. So I will show you all the shot. All right, so here was the shot. Shot looks really good. Nice tiger striping there, but we will give it a taste. So let me flip this camera around. All right, cheers. Definitely a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be, especially for how long the shot was, but it really isn't too bad. Now, I don't say this is a perfect shot because it does have a little bit of a bitterness to it. But overall, it's really not bad at all. It's definitely drinkable. I do want to make a latte really quick before I pull another shot because I do have a little bit of milk and I really want to see how well the Bianca steams compared to its brother or sister over here, the dual boiler, you know, because it's very well compared machines, I would like to say. So we will use our main Breville pitcher here, so we'll just fill it to the spout. Like I said, I don't have a bunch of milk left, but I will steam one of them just to see how well the steam does work, since this is a first look. Okay. So just go ahead and turn your steam on, purge it out, and here we go. Just gonna go till it's too hot to touch. So it is really, really weird going from my Linea Mini to the Breville Dual Boiler to the Barista Express, now to the Lelit. All different kinds of steam pressures going on. I did change this to the 4-tip steam wand. But a little too thick of milk, definitely way too much air to start. So we will just use this here. Do the best that I can with what I got. All right. So not the best microfoam, but we got it done for the first time. I'll take it off here and show you. All right, so not the absolute greatest latte art, but definitely I definitely put way too much air into the milk. You do not want to put that much in, but it's okay. For the first time using the Bianca, the angle was kind of weird, and something that I don't like, or I guess it's just awkward that I'm not used to, is the fact that with the Bianca, when you put your, let me get a jug. When you put your jug into the actual thing right here, unless you're standing all the way up, I had the camera right here, it doesn't move like this obviously, but when you don't have it all the way up, it just kind of moves around freely. So that's why I was holding the steam wand, which is nice because this is a no burn steam wand. So you can hold it while steaming, but I suggest you just have this all the way up and locked. So that way when you put your spout in here, or you put this in the spout, it doesn't move while you steam. So cheers. Good. Definitely, like I said, the milk texture could be a little bit better, but for our first go at it, I definitely say that it wasn't the worst it could have been. So I will go ahead and pull another shot. Let me just get the angle right here. All right, so I'll do another 22-gram shot. I'll do the exact same thing that I just did. Just keep everything, the process the same. And then I will make the grind a little bit coarser. So far, first use, I definitely like the machine. I don't feel like it's as crowded as the quick mill that I had. Definitely a little bit bigger. I like how it's a dual boiler. It shows the shot timer. You can manage the heat. Pretty much just like my Breville. Obviously, this is made a little bit better in my opinion. You get the nice wooden accents, which are nice. You don't get that standard on most machines, but with the Lelit you do. So that's definitely a great touch from Lelit. So we will dose out. Bring it here. We will dose out 22 grams again. Again, this is Ethiopia Yirgacheffe from Good Brothers. Has strawberry, lemon, and papaya tasting notes. All right, so 22 grams. And then we're gonna keep everything the same. Lock our collar in. And then we're gonna go a little bit coarser. I almost forgot. Let's go to 24. Yeah, we'll go to 24. So for all of you who are staying tuned to the disastrous mess over here, welcome. WDT. Give it a couple taps. Distribute. And then tamp. Wipe off the edges here. and then we'll go for another round. Let me adjust the camera view so that you all can see the shot a little bit better. Sorry for moving you all around. It's like a roller coaster. All right, there we go. All right. So we are going to lock this in, wipe the tray, put our scale up there, and start the paddle at 7. Turn it all the way up until we get about 3 grams. And then go full pressure. Until we hit about 30. Start to taper it off. Hit 40 grams. All right. So shot doesn't look bad again. Really nice looking shot. Just kind of give it a little mix there. Really nice crema. And let's give it a taste test. All right. Cheers. This one's definitely a little bit sweeter. I think it's like a little bit more acidic to start with, but it's got a really nice sweet and smooth finish. Really recommend the Yirgacheffe Ethiopian. I really like the strawberry tasting that you get. I would think that the tanginess kind of that I'm getting is from probably the lemon and the coffee notes. Really good though. I can definitely see that with this machine, if your shot looks like it's failing, it's going to be a lot easier to correct it. Meaning, like I said, if you're getting way too much channeling or it's coming out way too fast, you can kind of bring down that flow rate. But if you're, let's say, you're going and it's at 9 bars, you're not getting anything out and you're at full pressure, then you're probably going to have a problem because you really can't adjust that too much. So really the only way that you can adjust it is if your shot's way too fast, then you'll be able to kind of tone it down and kind of save that shot. So this is the first look. I am going to talk a little bit about it. So the cup warmer gets extremely hot, which is really nice, especially if you have your cups up here. Like this cup that sits on top of this cup is really hot. So that's good. Let's talk about the tamper. So this tamper that comes with the Lelit Bianca, this thing is heavy. So I'm going to do a little comparison for you just so you can see how well this tamper is actually made. So not a lot of people when they buy the Lelit talk about this tamper, but honestly I'm not really sure why. It's a 58.5, so it's a precision tamper. Let's see. So we will weigh it here. It is a precision tamper. I'll give you a close-up view of it. It's got the Lelit symbol here. It tells you that it's a 58.55 millimeter and then 433.9 grams. So if we're doing that compared to the Pullman, so 433.9, it's heavier than the Pullman Big Step tamper by quite a bit. I mean, this thing is hefty. I love the build of the actual tamper itself. I think it's a great tamper. I think that if you buy the Lelit, this would be perfectly good for everyday use. I mean, this thing could, if someone was breaking in your house and you throw this thing at them, you're going to stop them, I can guarantee you. Here's the St. Anthony distribution tool. So that's 100 grams more pretty much than the Tamper, but I mean, that is like I said, a very, very nice Tamper. So if you get the Lelit, I definitely would say that using that Tamper would be nice. I'm going to be using it quite often while I have this machine because it is just that nice. I'm going to talk about some of the other things I liked and disliked about unboxing the machine. All right, I need to get better at adjusting that thing. All right, so right off the bat, something that I really, really liked, like I said, was the wooden accents that it comes with. So for a $3,000 machine, you get a spouted portafilter, which is a really cool design because it comes towards you, not to the sides. The only bad thing I can think of is you have to have the cups extremely close or it's not going to hit both of the cups if you're splitting. Also, it comes with the bottomless, and obviously it's all out of wood as well. The only thing I have to say about the wood is it feels almost like it's a fake artificial wood as opposed to the wooden portafilter that I get with the La Marzocco. This feels like actual wood, and it's extremely nice. It has a really nice, smooth texture. This just kind of feels fake, but I really like the look of the wood with the Lelit Bianca. I think it's a nice touch, and it's better, in my opinion, than just coming with just black handles. So in my opinion, I really, really like the look of the Lelit and the tools. And like I said, you get the nice Tamper here. You have the blind basket. It comes with a couple other baskets. And not only does it come with standard baskets, but it also has IMS baskets, which are extremely nice. If I bring you over here, you can see that there is a digital display. So this is a dual boiler. And now to operate this, to get into any function, you hit the minus. And then once it's on the minus, so like if I want to change the temperature, you see the tool right here, you press the plus, and now you can either lower or higher the temperature. Obviously lower and higher depending on the beans you're using. Let it blink until it goes solid, and then you can use the menu again. So you have the temperature, you have the steam pressure or the steam temperature, you have the steam on or off, Fahrenheit or Celsius, pre-infusion time, I have it off right now, but I'll play with that soon. Maybe a time to turn it off, and then I'm not really sure what that is. I don't know if that's how many shots you pulled total on the machine, but like I said, this is really nice. It comes in handy, especially for having a digital, so you can see exactly what you're doing. And then if you look over here, you can see what your steam pressure is currently at right now. And then you can also see what exactly your pump pressure is as well. And then up here you have your nice display, so you can see how many bars of pressure. So obviously most of us are trying to get a 9-bar shot, and you can kind of see exactly what you are pulling there. And these are the stickers that I was telling you guys about. There it is. So if you obviously go to the left, it lowers the flow, and then if you go to the right, then it increases the flow of water. Again, that's water, not bars of pressure. So don't want to get that confused. It also, for $3,000, you get the total plumb-in system, so you can plumb in your machine. It comes with all the tools and accessories that you need to do that, which is extremely nice as well. I don't have the box in here. I have it actually in the other room, but it does come with a water tester because you want to make sure you use good quality water. I use just a gallon of Myers distilled water with a packet of third wave water. I've been doing that ever since I purchased my Linea Mini, and now I use it in every single machine I own. So the Breville Barista Express, the dual boiler, everything, the kettles. So I just like good water because you want to minimize scale. Obviously, the more scale you have, the less that your machine is going to run as efficient as possible. So another thing is the weight of this machine. So I am going to post the unboxing video. It is really funny, and I'm going to keep the whole thing on there at the end as a blooper. But I tried for about 5 minutes to get this machine out of the box. It's not that the machine is extremely heavy, because my Linea Mini is a little bit heavier than this. I think my Linea Mini is about 70 pounds, maybe more, I'm not sure. But this thing's probably around 50 or 60. Not really sure on that either. But It's not as heavy as the Linea Mini. It's not as awkward as the Linea Mini, but the two boxes that it comes in, you have a big box and then you have a smaller box inside. It's hard to get that box up and to actually pull the box down. So if you have two people, I strongly recommend that you use both people to get this out of the box, because it's not heavy, like I said, but you need someone to pull the outer box down. I'm trying to pick it or take it down with my chin. I was squeezing my legs on the box. It was not fun. It was very frustrating for about 4 minutes until I just figured out a way to get it out by myself, because my wife was gone, she was at school, and I had no other option. I really wanted to unbox it and make a video on it, and that way I can go live and show you the first look today. So now that we talked about the looks and stuff of the machine, like I said, I think they could have done a little bit better with the design of the water tank lid. Now the water tank itself is okay, it's just the lid that I think is a little cheaply made. I think they maybe could have put it like a spring load where it clips in or clamps. The drip tray isn't too bad. I know some people say they say this machine's like a tin can, which, hearing the sound of the machine compared to like the all metal of my Linea Mini, yeah, it's not as well made, but for the price point, it's definitely pretty well made compared to the dual boiler, which is about $1,700, I believe, unless the price went up, I'm not sure. Other than that, I think that you can fit quite a bit. I don't know if it's a liter of water, I don't know, but you can fit quite a bit of water in the water reservoir. It's got a really big drip tray, which is nice. Installation of the water tank is really easy. It's just an aux port or something that plugs into the water tank and to the bottom of the machine. It's got these nice cool little clamps. Let me see if I can show you. It's gonna be hard to show you on this video. Let's see. Let me see if I can zoom in. So I don't think you can see that. Hold on. So there is the first port that you plug in. So that port plugs into the water tank, and then that is the water tube, which runs down. Oh, there they are. Let me see if I can. So those clamps actually hold the water pump in place. So that's actually a really nice touch that they provided that, so that way it cuts the slack and it just is nice and neat underneath of the actual machine itself. Other jack plugs in right about there in the middle, and then you see it, the water tube plugs into the actual machine. This is where all of your expelled water is going to be, especially on a E61 group. Let's see, what else did I miss? Machine's extremely easy to turn on and off. The on and off button is just right here. It's really cool because it illuminates, which I like, but it's just a simple feature. Like I said, no burn steam wand, which is nice. Water spout works really good. The pressure is really good. And you saw that I probably steamed my milk in about 25 to 30 seconds. So about the same as the Breville dual boiler. It might be a little bit faster, but the quality of steam is there, and definitely this could be a purchase machine for a home use, and it could be a forever machine, especially if you're looking to upgrade. So I know all of you who are tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, I'm just scrolling through your comments right now. My wife is not here, so I have to do it all by myself. Don't pay attention to the time when profiling. The reason I wrote this stuff down is to try to replicate on my Breville. It's not easy, but possible. I feel like drinking coffee now. I have lots of good coffee, Justin. Let's see. Just going through all of your questions. Glad I caught what I did. Congrats on the machine and pulling Slayer profile shots. Thank you so much. All the credit to Dane. Yeah, Dane's the first one that I think in the group that purchased the Lelit. Justin just ordered the Luna and 720 Geisha. Let's see. All right, so if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Like I said, we are raising money for a future machine. This is definitely a contender. It's either between a flow profile like this or a dual boiler lever machine. which I have been eyeing as well. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you don't like the video, you can let me know down in the comments below as well. If you want to see specific videos with the Lelit while I own this thing, definitely let me know as well. I will try to get that video out for you. I have about 5 different tools that I have to unbox still for all of you, so I will be doing that in hopes of this upcoming week and get that all out of the way. And yeah, I really appreciate all of your guys' love and support for the channel. Make sure to check out my Patreon account, my Etsy page, and if you would like to donate to the channel, I do have a donations page and the link on my bio in the description after the video is done, and also on my Instagram. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the first look and first impressions of the Lelit Bianca, and I will be trying to go live about every other day with edited videos as well. Appreciate love and support. Peace.